Morning, everybody. Today I did some study in Matthew chapter 8, and one of the things that I found in that chapter was the fact that, you'll find it too, is that Jesus he hops on a boat with the disciples, and they're rolling out on this boat, and then all of a sudden a storm arises out in the sea. And what's interesting about this storm arising out in the sea is that let me shut off my volume there. So but what's interesting about the storm arising out in the sea is it allowed Jesus to teach another level of depth for the disciples to have faith. You see, they've seen him heal by this time. They've seen him cast out demons by this time. But I don't think it occurred to them to put faith in him to change the weather. And so, they hadn't learned to put complete faith in him. So they're out on this boat. Now, first, you're talking about a bunch of fishermen that Jesus took with him. They would have known not to just hop out on a boat that there was a storm, rolling in. They would have been looking for that. So they get out on this boat, and they see what seems to be calm, and then all of a sudden a storm arises. The storm, I don't think, was just by chance, obviously. But the point I'm trying to make is sometimes storms will pop up in our lives in a way that we can learn to have that faith in Jesus too. Sometimes we say we have faith in Jesus to do some of the small things, and we don't really give him the big things. Like the disciples hadn't given him the ability to control weather yet, the ability to save them from such a disaster as the weather they were going through. And so they were allowed to go through a period where it really scared them. It freaked them out because the storm was lapping up over the boat. I mean, I don't know about you, but that would scare me pretty good. And what was interesting was, you could see that Jesus had clearly set that whole situation up so that they could learn another level of faith or another depth of their own faith in him, and so they could see who he is. And so sometimes when we go through these storms, we have to allow that we are still learning how to put our full faith in him. We're learning how to allow him to be in control and to go to him first when things get rocky and the waves start crashing over the boat. You guys may think I'm just saying these things because I like to do videos, or you might feel that I'm interested in saying these things because of maybe my interest in just putting videos out. There's a storm that has risen over some very close friends of ours, people we love, family. And I've got to admit that I've got to learn to put more faith in some of what's going on. I'm not saying this or reading this or just, it's not just random things that I'm finding in the Bible. God is speaking to me directly through the things that I'm finding in the Bible, and he's making a difference in my life because of these things. If you're just watching these videos and it's not hitting your core, I would tell you that I'm not putting these videos out just because I want to. It's because he's hitting my core. He's hitting me in places where I need to stop trying to keep control of things, and where I need to hand over ownership to him, and I need to have faith in him. So I hope when you hear what I'm talking about in these different videos, it's not just you checking out a video or the latest video. It's not just some routine. I hope that you guys are hearing what God is saying in these scriptures, what God is saying in these lessons, and you're putting your faith in those storms, that He can get you out of them, that He can calm those storms. Because He looks at the disciples and He says, you men of little faith. And when he calms the storms, the men around the boat are saying to each other, what manner of man is this that can calm the storms, that even the waves and the wind obey Him? You know, it's so funny when you think about it, but it's so true, because we do exactly the same thing. Well, I believe Jesus will fix this, but not that. And I believe Jesus will do this, but not that. And when it seems like maybe He's not going to answer those prayers, we just check out. So this is what I got today. Don't check out. Don't limit what Jesus can do by what you can imagine. Allow Jesus to be able to do those things that He is capable of doing. Allow Jesus to step in those storms and calm those storms. Allow Him to have that control. Give Him the faith and allow Him to be in charge. That's what God gave me today. God bless you guys. Love you.